Chat, here we go. I think we might have got it on the first server. We were looking for a decent server for nickdavevick. He's got 96 ping here. Or did he have 80 and TRK had 90? No, TRK has 80. 80 to Nick's 100. Chat, we got another game of the previously _1 rated 1v1 in North America, but right now it's actually A Zapatos. But Nick had finished the previous season as rank 1, I think. I don't think A Zapatos got ahead of him until this next season started. But he's going up against his absolute toughest opponent yet, no doubt about it, in trk511. TRK might be the best 1v1 player in the world, period. And not only that, but nickdavevick is coming from US East to play him on what are basically his home servers of EU. So we will see how it goes for him today. An early start for TRK, but nickdavevick with a nice quick touch past TRK at the midfield. TRK is just absolutely holding down the drive button and the boost button. So he hasn't slowed down for a second since joining this match, but finally sets up a shadow as Nick gains control of the ball. And in that one moment, Nick finally falters and gives possession away. Not the best wave dash. You cannot be making those kind of mistakes against TRK. Now, if there's anybody who seems to recover from silly mistakes like that the best, it is Nick, because Nick has found a way to keep himself in so many different plays here on stream. Right now, he has kept himself only down 1 against TRK. The defense has been solid. This tap to the midfield is not going to be shootable, so now he's just trying to see if he can come away with possession. It doesn't seem like he's going to. And the demo, did he respawn in time? Nick, the late recovery? No, he did not. It's TRK 2-0. You told Nick you'd give him $10 if he were to win this show match. Let's see if that's some motivation. Hey, hopefully he's motivated no matter what. I think getting an opportunity against TRK is motivation enough, I would imagine. And yes, Nick is from the US somewhere. I don't think he's Canadian. I know he's North America. And so he is rocking slightly worse ping than TRK here on this EU server. TRK fake jumping up into this ball. Nick just flying in for the 50. If he could have won that, might have been a way to sneak a first goal, but did not succeed in doing so. TRK, the air dribble in the reset. This is not the first time that players playing against Nick just cannot seem to find the net. It's almost like he has a way of encouraging them to shoot wide and miss. $20 from Buried Living. Thank you, my man. As we add a bit of motivation for these guys on top of the $10 that Nick's going to get if he wins from his buddy. Good challenge from Nick. Wait, did he just get his first goal? Unfortunate for him. Almost got to break the seal in this 1v1. Strong first touch. He has been forcing the ball down the throat of TRK every time he gets possession. Has not taken his dribble slowly. He's just trying to outplay TRK at the midfield, and he finally got him. He is just so unpredictable. TRK thought he had a time to challenge, thought he had lost control of the ball here, but no, he just baited TRK in, and Nick gets his first. TRK, soft flick. Nick able to get the save and actually able to steal his own corner boost. What was TRK thinking? Not just driving a little bit farther out in order to steal Nick's 100. If he did, it would have been a much worse position for Nick. But still, TRK has the soft fake challenge and then the backflip to steal it away. He got Nick to jump as he drove towards the play. Nick, direct kickoff goal potentially here. There it is. Still within 1 with 2 minutes left to go. I would say a slow scoring start here for both players. Nick hasn't quite found what his go-to offense is going to be here against TRK. He had a midfield outplay to get it over the top of him once, and now a kickoff goal. TRK has looked to have the majority of possessions here. Air dribble, candy 50 with Nick. He cannot. He's going to pick up the corner boost. And now it's absolutely playing this slow to see if he can bait Nick out. He's had a couple different really weak flicks. And, oh, Nick. I don't know if he realized he needed to commit a little bit harder to this second save. He's able to touch this one down. 2 jumps made his recovery a little bit later, but definitely didn't think he had to win another 50. Otherwise, I think he jumps sooner than that to protect that high angle. nickdavevick with space. TRK. A very minor fake challenge. But it's enough to get Nick to get rid of the ball. It's a nice, good pre-flip to chip it over the top of TRK. TRK patient, but now completely out of boost here on his back line. Nick's going to undercut him. Make sure he's forced to retreat. As Nick immediately cuts right back towards the net. Did he get it open? Did he find the angle? He did! Oh my goodness, Nick. I thought he messed up. But definitely, the way he's been surprising TRK is just playing so much faster in the midfield than TRK ever expects. Look at that snaking dribble. And he just barely found the angle. I didn't even think the angle was possible when I saw him take it to the right side of the net. But he found a way. Now he's within one. This is a really poor kickoff for him. TRK can't score immediately. And Nick almost just bodied up in order to prevent TRK from being able to get back in front of the net. But it did not work out. TRK puts it back up to 5-3. Yo, keep or Klepper. I'm not sure how to say that. K133P. Thank you for the 2 months of Prime. Good to have you back. TRK, another kickoff win. This double is probably going to be in, but no. Knowing TRK, you got to expect that to go in more often than not. He does miss, so the window is still open for nickdavevick. He's going to take to the skies. Air dribble bump potentially. TRK cannot stop him. And with 30 seconds left to go, he only needs one to tie it back up. TRK all the way. Not quite all the way to the back corner. He didn't end up picking up that 100 boost. Decided to turn in. Still didn't get there in time. Nick, another kickoff possession. This one should get saved, though. TRK not going to be able to pick up his own 100. Can Nick turn this possession, where he has an extreme boost advantage, into a goal in the last 15 seconds? The air dribble, looking for the top left. TRK saves it, and that's probably the end of this game number one. Good performance from Nick against TRK, who is certainly the favorite in the series. Close to being able to tie this one up, but I don't expect 2 goals in 8 seconds. So it should be a TRK game number one win. Either one of these guys using the Honda must not have fallen in love with it yet, despite it recently being released. TRK takes the early lead. Game number 2. nickdavevick and TRK, 2 youngsters from their respective regions. TRK, though, with a ton of both showmatch experience and RLCS experience under his belt. nickdavevick, certainly much more the newcomer here in this matchup. That's a great last-second touch. I don't think it's going to matter, though, because he did leave an open net available after not being able to get that interesting shot from high. This is a really bad serve for me. Well, let's switch it up. Let's change it. Well, 439 with 1 second. Or sorry, 439 with 1 goal for TRK. This one looks worse. This one looks worse. Well, we'll see. He has worse ping on this server. I don't know if they're just going to play this out or what. Well, I don't know if they're just playing this 1v1 on game number 2. Maybe I should start talking like it's a game. I'll let them keep going. We were just in another game before this, in which TRK scored the first goal, and Nick mentioned the server wasn't great for him. And so now these guys have been driving around testing out this server. And I think Nick's about to tell me whether or not this one works. Want to try one more? Okay, I am going to give TRK a goal. I'm going to let these guys keep playing, but I am going to give TRK a goal because I think he scored a legit goal in the previous game. So that's right. I'm mad with power. I think nickdavevick absolutely let TRK have one for free there. So that's going to be my call as match admin. We'll see if we include in the YouTube video the original goal that TRK got. Not going to reset the time. Well, they wasted the time themselves. So it's kind of a weird mix between. I gave TRK his goal, by the way, in case they didn't notice that. I also think that there's a chance that Nick got his goal while TRK was expecting the server just kind of be getting tested. So now we will forget all that in the past as TRK continues to score without my help. As he gets a nice reset coming off the wall, Nick can do nothing but wait on the ensuing bounce, and it's placed so perfectly off the post. Nick wave dash kickoff, bumps TRK. TRK just trying to pre-flip back to the ball, and a good attempt to pop it over the top of TRK with zero boost. Didn't succeed, but picks up the corner, and now it's just rushing the ball straight back to the net. This is just how Nick likes to play. You think he might leave, but he never does. Or you think he'll might. What am I saying? He doesn't leave. He just stays around and finds a way to get his goal. Yes, good speaking. Nick doesn't like this setup on the air dribble. You saw him score with an air dribble bump earlier. Not a bad way to go. Thinks he can be consistent with that. TRK right now almost needs to slow down just one beat because there's been so many different times that him trying to play with speed has resulted in him missing just slight wide of the posts or just above the crossbar. This time trying to go in and out of his nets for this save makes it easy for Nick. Tied up 3-3. TRK, immediate kickoff goal. I wonder what Nick was doing here. It didn't seem like it was as free as it ended up being. Nick thought for a second about going back before deciding to turn in. I think no matter which one he picked, he had a better chance. If he just stayed back, maybe he could have gotten a save. I think the better option was to probably immediately try and challenge, but never do that wavering turn like he did. TRK with space to go up the side wall here. Nick, early challenge. Oh my goodness. What a surprise challenge from us watching from TRK's perspective. I did not see Nick anywhere. All of a sudden, he was right on top of the ball. This high shot, I mean, I don't think Nick has any business going up for this. When TRK has the luxury of being able to drive up the wall and clear it away, and it's just such a easy play for TRK, not all in at all, there's no reason for Nick to use up every bit of his boost in an attempt to try and get what would be an almost impossible angle, even if he did get it. So, bit of a mistake there from Nick. Needed to just back off, take his small losses instead of handing a free goal. Now TRK on the air dribble to reset Nick. The pre-jump. TRK missing off the backboard. And Nick not going to be able to get possession, but he's going to be left with this corner boost. He's put so much pressure on TRK by challenging early. You think you might get him to make a mistake with a couple fake challenges, but it's not going to happen. TRK up 6-3. Running it up here against Nick as Nick challenges at the worst possible time. TRK busting off the sidewall. Got caught inside the net. This needs to be a position that Nick converts off of. As he cuts this infield, TRK is going to be able to cover most angles. Soft touch from TRK. Probably an opportunity to intercept the ball there, but Nick didn't take it, and now he's going to have to play a low boost late jump where he's not very likely to push the ball through a TRK who's hovering behind it. A 50 and 7-3, game number 1. Looking a little bit better for TRK, or sorry, for nickdavevick. Having a much tougher time here as TRK gets warmed up. 7-3 with a minute 30 left to go. Interesting musty attempt from TRK. Trying to chase Nick down. Nick definitely knows how to play keep away. He's got TRK all the way up on the ceiling in an attempt to pre-jump his aerial, and now he can't get back down and stop Nick from getting a fourth. A minute left to go, and it's not impossible for him to get 3. TRK found himself on the wrong side of that 50 without any boost to get back down to the ground. Nick losing this kickoff to TRK. Wall to air dribble's got to be exactly where TRK wants it, and oh my goodness, somehow Nick got the save. Seemed like the perfect setup. Nick is chasing him down to take him off the map. Didn't get the 100 boost, and he didn't get the demo either, so now he's trying to stay alive. He does so by going over the top of the TRK demo attempt. And great patience here in the corner not to leave an immediate goal available for TRK. But TRK, he is taking it all the way from past the midfield boost in an attempt to dribble it on Nick. Doesn't succeed. Nick needs a goal, and he needs it fast, as he will dribble it straight down center field. The musty is too high. That's probably the end of this game number 2. TRK, ceiling reset double. No, Nick's not going to have him doing that. No more styling on him in this game. Although this long shot is pre-flipped and saved by TRK. And Nick, the reset, the double reset. Not today. TRK, 7-4 here in this game number 2. Can Nick bounce back? Or will one of the best 1v1 players in the world welcome the newcomer with a sweep? This one's worse. All right, Nick is going to stay on this 112 ping server. Seems like every time we get him a new server, it just gets worse and worse. But he says he's going to stay on it. It's whatever. Having a tough time against Middle East's best. But can he stop that trend here now? TRK not going to take what would have been a free goal, I feel like. Maybe a courtesy at the start of this game. And now TRK slamming it against the backboard and leaving the freest of open nets. TRK was hoping for some kind of double that he was nowhere close to getting to. I think TRK certainly feeling a little bit comfortable here in this matchup as we head to game number 3. Nick chipping this ball once again, full speed directly at TRK. Not a lot of changes he can make to that play once he sets it up, but he really loves pre-jumping TRK, who's got the reset off the ceiling, but can get the touch to finish it off. Nickdavevick still alive and in the lead here in this match, but it doesn't seem like for long. Not with TRK falling from the skies. Nick could not get the save inside and out of the net. And the tie game comes just over a minute in. Yo, Rhett, the editor. What's up, man? Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Much, much appreciated. Nick, the wave dash kickoff win, wall to air dribble. He is talented in the air. Going to use his second jump just to push himself back down to the ground. TRK takes it away as he recovers down the midfield. Can he find the angle? It's done enough to make TRK think twice about his shot. Can he keep him out forever? Long shot for Nick, and it'll be another lead for him. 2-1 in this game number 3. TRK relaxing a little bit. I don't think he should relax too much. Well, I still think he's the heavy favorite, especially up 2-0 here against Nick. Nick certainly has what it takes to stay in this game. Now, as I say that, he's just going to let TRK get the freest of goals. As I talk him up just a little bit too much, his double jump doesn't connect with the ball. He was hoping to push it to the sidewall, buy himself more time with that touch. TRK faking the kickoff. Nick tries to just power it past him, but does not succeed. TRK to the air. The pre-jumps from Nick have not been going as well as they did maybe earlier. And TRK has him on a string right now. The reset, whether he got it or not, doesn't matter. I think Nick left the team and rejoined it. That changed my camera there. TRK, wall to air dribble. Another kickoff win. Another early challenge from Nick. He slams into TRK, but it's not enough. TRK absolutely in control of this series. TRK with possession. Oh my goodness. Everything working for him now. This crossbar down shot. Nick does need to clean up the kickoff. One of his big issues is that he's been having to deal with a TRK attack at the beginning of every single kickoff. And that little bit can go a long way, even neutralizing them or maybe taking control of a few. Forcing TRK on the back foot off of a possession. Right now he's got TRK in his net. The immediate power shot is high. Tried to follow it up despite a very likely TRK save and take outside of the net. nickdavevick bumping TRK off the ball. He just wants to be in control. Every time he's able to chase it, he will, and it's got him a few different open shots. This has been his offense. You might be wondering, what is he doing around the play, bumping TRK, seemingly diving in far deeper than he should? Well, every time he has been able to create an open net, it's because he just stays relentlessly on the ball before TRK finds himself on the wrong side of the play, and he can finally take his open shot. TRK unable to find an angle. Nick, I think, could have gotten a stronger shot there on the counter. Might have been able to score on TRK. But TRK from the ceiling takes it down and booms a shot off a single jump as he reaches the ground. Nick has tried to challenge TRK early. Now he's trying to play a more passive defensive style. Doesn't matter. TRK has found his offense here late in this series. Can Nick find the bottom left corner? No. What a save from TRK. Perfect execution on the half flip into the corner. Now Nick getting chased down at the midfield. Able to escape and get a fourth with 1:35 left to go. TRK, he wasn't even going to get a demo. He was chasing after him with zero boost. Even if he caught up to him, it was just going to be a bump. Doesn't matter. TRK going all in for it. He's going to lose this kickoff. 5-6. Nick still in it. I think TRK playing confident, though. He's able to control even a couple kickoffs. I'd have to expect him to regain this lead he's been holding all series long. Nick has to just hand away possession here. And now a wall to air dribble. Nick's a nightmare so far in this matchup. TRK, the reset, goes underneath. It is near perfection every time he is taken to the air against Nick. And this is no exception. As he grabs the reset, gets TRK to come off the wall. Or sorry, gets Nick to come off the wall high. And lands and goes underneath. Nick chased down off the kickoff. The demo, the open net. TRK not taking his open nets anymore. Not with how comfortable he is feeling in this series. Wanted to get a nice double touch for the fans. TRK dribbling around the map. Nick unable to take it away from him, although he has looked solid whenever he's been able to challenge TRK while he's on the ground. If TRK is holding onto a possession under a single jump's height, Nick has been able to pressure him and annoy him and get these kind of goals like he just got here on this half flip. But as soon as TRK gets the ball into the air, once it's about a double jump or, crossbar height, Nick has just not stood a chance in getting the ball back from him. 30 seconds left to go. Nick needs a good kickoff, and he's not going to get it. TRK, a win. He's trying to box TRK out, though, and so now Nick does have possession. Long shot. He did not hit it strong enough. It was available. A couple different times that's happened to Nick here in this series. He's done the work he needed to do and couldn't finish it off. This is a good pre-jump, though, challenge. He needs a shot off the wall, and this just might do it with 10 seconds left to go. He'll tie the game 7-7 against TRK. TRK, admittedly, has felt very comfortable, has been passing up open nets so far in this game 3. He doesn't doubt himself, and I think he's planning to show us why here in the next 9 seconds. But if Nick can just win a kickoff, get a quick possession, I do think it's a good idea to challenge TRK here early. He got the demo. Can he get underneath the ball? He didn't power. Oh, wait. He had one bounce. I didn't realize he had one bounce. No, he didn't get it in. No, Nick. Oh, man. He absolutely should have had that one. He had the read that he had an extra bounce that I didn't think he had, but then he let it fall right in front of the net. Oh, the fake. Oh, the TRK sweep. Oh, no. It ends in disaster for nickdavevick. But GG's from both these guys. TRK came in the heavy favorite, I would argue. But Nick leaves with more experience against the best of the best. TRK definitely has the edge in this best of 5, though.